Dude, I have a local story here for here in my neck of the woods, Wake County, North Carolina. A football coach
Oh no.
got fired from his job.
Did he molest someone?
No, he said something racist. So when I first heard it, I thought like, "Ooh, that's unfortunate. I wonder what he said." Right? Like sometimes people will say something racist and it's not the worst thing you could say, right? And then I was like, well, maybe he dropped the N-bomb. That's no good, right? That you're not supposed to do that. I'm expert on this topic. Well, no. Turned out this gentleman said, "White power, Nightdale. I still love you, brother, but not brother." And he didn't mean it in a negative way, though. He says.
But he did say through the years, his friends who are black have said it's okay for him to use the N-word.
He had a hood pass. Oh,
He said this is
keep
the
getting ads.
Yeah. He explained to me that this was, quote, locker room talk, which was this is true. I'm not making this up. Locker room talk condoned by his black players. He used while celebrating Friday with friends. Goodness, boys. I don't know if any of you have ever used the phrase white power outside of this show right here where we like to have a good time.
I have not even on the show.
I have
even
not.
says
Oh,
that. No, but he should have said, because he's from Nightdale, was night power.
I feel like Trump would have been like, y'all misheard me. I said night power.
He asked what kind of
Trump wouldn't say
toothpaste I
y'all.
used. I was just telling him it's white power. White power. He misunderstood.
It blasts away stains. I would know. Ask anyone.
I've been around them for so long. We're friends. I mean nothing from it. The word can be used in multiple ways. They treat me as any of their own friends.
Multiple
He does seem
ways.
like there's a little distance there. I don't know him. I don't know what to make of this. He's like 12 years of my career ruined in 15 seconds. And through that lens, I almost feel bad for him. On the other hand, who says white power in the N-word? And like
The same sentence, too.
Well, the most important thing in this is 12 years, and he was still the assistant football coach.
Oh,
So
come on.
maybe it's not panning out for you, son. Maybe go somewhere else and do something else. Yeah, like this might be a blessing in disguise, brother.
I had risen to the prestigious title of assistant coach of the local high school football team, and all of that was ripped down, torn asunder. Wait a minute. Wait. Did they pay you for that job? Well, no, but I don't.
Well,
think
I'm an
this is paying
accountant by trade.
position. Not anymore. God
There's
damn.
more for fun. So
Yeah,
let's
you
hope
can't
they don't
say
hear about
that. Like, if you're not, I feel like certain people should be able to say whatever they want, like especially if it's satirical. But this wasn't satire. This was him like making a public statement, and it like no tongue in cheek. No, this is how the guy was talking, and he even admits almost in his explanation that like, hey, I say this all the time. Nobody's got a problem with it. All right, well, we do. I don't like him saying white power.
I
and then the N-word.
completely stay away from the N-word now. But I did used to find the A and R thing a little weird. It's in media. Like if I read Tom Sawyer, can I still not say it? If it's in
You
a
can say it if
song,
you're reading Tom Sawyer.
It's just funny that every
you
top
can't
40
say it
song
if you're
has in
quoting
there
someone.
100
Now I know it
times.
was a misquote, but you can't say it if you're quoting someone. Can you say it if you're reading something? Like where the
Yeah.
rules are very
See,
complicated for me.
Like,
But
you-
the
you
white
have to
power
have
thing,
books.
that's not a close call. What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, like, you're saying, like, can you read it and stuff? And like what is it, Tom Sawyer?
Yes.
Like that book where, Huck Finn, where it's in there the whole time. And like part of the character development is by the end, he's going, "Oh, you're just Jim. You're Jim. Okay, Jim, you're not N-word Jim that I've been calling you the entire book." And like, if you remove that from the book, then you remove the entire
You lose the
character
meaning.
arc, which is him coming to the realization that this is a person I'm talking to that doesn't need a qualifier like that in front of it. You're just Jim.
Yep.
You don't need N-word Jim.
You're
in front.
absolutely right.
And so when you take that out of certain like historical texts like that, because that is historical at this point, like you lose a lot of the punchiness and the original meaning. Like people right now are like, "Oh, that book's like racist." It's like it was literally an anti-racist book showing the progression of someone growing to realize their past mistakes.
Yeah, guy was an escaped slave. Anyway, I mean, criminal.
Jesus.
It's just
Uh,
Well, you don't have to argue that point here, sir.
yeah, so I find
You
the
know,
rules
it's
around.
the white power that puts it over the edge.
Yeah, the N word is very complicated. The rules for that, and I've simplified them for myself. Just use the B word. But
Yeah, I like it. It's funny. I feel like we're gonna be real loose with it now.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah.
Yes.
What's up, brothers? It's all good. But the white power thing, I don't know how he could possibly. What was he thinking?
How funny would it be if like they're like that's like a 200-year-old like school slogan. They're in all white with white helmets. And he's like
wow.
chanting that, and he's like, no, not like that. It's because of the uniform. George, it's because of the uniform. You can't say it, Jerry. You can't say it.
Do you know who's doing Steinbrenner's voice? You know, they always
I
do
don't.
go Larry David. That was Larry David the whole fucking
I'm
time.
such an idiot.
Me
I should have been
too.
able to hear the cadence.
I never
of
caught it. I never caught it,
Never caught
Costanza.
George, bring these pieces, or what is it? The
The
bring these
calzones.
calzones. You know what? You got a lot of great ideas. Costanza. A lot of good things we're gonna bring for you. You know, don't walk away. Come on. Oh, no, he never says don't walk away. He just leaves as he's
Yeah.
talking.
I love
that.
My favorite one is where George wants to get fired. So he literally takes the World Series trophy, ties it behind his car, and starts doing laps out in the parking lot. And Steinbrenner's like, I love it, George. You made a statement. Out with the old, in with the new. Forget about all that. Yeah, you know what? I never did like Babe Ruth. I found out recently wasn't even a sultan. He was just a fat man with little legs. Check these out. And he stands up, puts his leg up on the desk. He's like, these are Lou Gehrig's pants. Oh, I hope that nerve disease he had isn't catching.
God, that show. I can't imagine myself ever getting tired of rewatching Seinfeld.
I don't know how they
such a
wrote
laugh
it.
out of
The writing is so good. Here's another example. The episode where Jerry and Elaine are in some like antique store and she spots one of those cigar shop
the cigar
Indians, one of those
store
big
Indian.
wooden Indian guys. Later on, he goes to her apartment to give her this as like a peace offering, like because he had done something. You know, he's always like fucking shit up. And her friend, she's having like a girls' poker night, and one of the ladies there is Native American. Woody doesn't know. Jerry doesn't know it, and Jerry's going. He's like rocking the Indian. Hey ya hoa, hey ya hoa, hey ya hoa. He's like making all these Native American like faux pas. Like, yeah, I thought we could smoke them the peace pipe. You know, I brought you this, and the girl gets super offended. But Jerry's really into her. He goes and he apologizes, and she's like, all right, well, I guess I'll go out with you. And then like fucking Kramer's driving down the road in the backseat of a taxi, and he's got the cigar shop Indian with him, and he goes, "Hey Jerry, woo!" And she's like, "What the fuck?" Like every time he's trying so hard not to.
Isn't that the
like,
same one where he's like, "Oh, we'll go for Chinese. Let me ask the mailman if you guys have a good Chinese restaurant." And the mailman's bent over like doing something, and he's like, "Excuse me, do you know where a good Chinese restaurant might be?" He's like, "Oh, why must I know where the good Chinese restaurant is? Is it because I'm Chinese?" And she's looking at the whole time. He's like, "No, it's because you're the mailman. You know the neighborhood." Like,
yeah, it's fucking great.
My-
He was trying to. He got tickets for like a show. He was like, they were sold out, but I found one of those guys who, you know,
Yeah.
she's like, what? You know, the guys who sells the tickets for things that are, and at the restaurant. I called the restaurant. And I made a I arranged for a table for her. Like he's trying so hard not to use any of the words. Then he ended up calling her an Indian giver at the end.
Dude, the best
that show's so
Seinfeld
fucking
bit, for me anyway, by far, was the girl. He was dating her and he liked her, but he didn't remember her name. So he had people stop by, tried to get her to introduce herself, but she wouldn't. And then she dropped a hint that her name was after a female body part.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mulva?
Mhm.
Is your name Hest Lariola? Like, is your,
I remember what it actually was.
Yeah.
Dolores.
It was Dolores. Yeah, after she left, he's like, Dolores.
That was fun. Like he invites Kramer in.
Bovary?
He's like, Kramer, do you want to introduce yourself? Yeah, Bovary. He's like, hey, do you want to introduce yourself? And, to get the name, and Kramer's like, hey, Cosmo Kramer. And he just fucking leaves.
Her name was Gipple.
Yeah,
I love when Kramer goes on the Leonardo da Vinci sleep pattern where he sleeps 20 minutes every 3 hours.
I feel great, Jerry. I feel great. He fell asleep on my couch. So